our faith community. Next, I'd like to introduce Lance Toma, who is the Executive Director of the Asian Pacific Islander Wellness.
Good morning. I'm with the Asian and Pacific Islander Wellness Center. I'm the Executive Director. We exist to promote the comprehensive health and wellness for all Asian and Pacific Islanders of HIV and to end the epidemic of stigma that persists in our communities. I'm one of 66,000 Asian and Pacific Islander lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals in the state of California. I'm one of 14,500 Asian and Pacific Islanders who are in a same-sex committed relationship. And I'm one of 3,600 APIs in a same-sex relationship that are raising children under the age of 18. I'm also a licensed clinical social worker. I've provided counseling and therapy for the past 15 years to both straight and LGBT individuals and couples. I want to state loudly and clearly today that Proposition 8 is about eliminating my rights as a citizen of this state. I'm deeply saddened that this right may be stripped away and eliminated for all LGBT persons in the future if this proposition passes. Marriage holds deep and profound meaning for everyone. I have often heard this: why marriage when you have already domestic partnership privileges and rights and benefits in our state? And here's what I've learned. Domestic partnership is not the same as marriage. I'm not sure if any of you have had to explain what domestic partnership is and what it means, but this is where marriage is equality. Marriage has concrete meaning and understanding by our parents, our grandparents, our aunties and uncles, our fellow members of society. When one says marriage, we all know what it means. And it doesn't take having to explain. The individuals and couples, we have worked so very hard to define and explain and justify ourselves and our existence for decades. Marriage for same-sex couples is one way that society is able to recognize and validate us and our families without having to explain. For me and my spouse and our 15-year-old son, marriage has also helped bring true acceptance from our families and friends and neighbors. After we were married this past June, we drove back home in our car, and it was super decorated with tin cans and just married painted all over it. And over the next few days, our neighbors, some of whom we had never met, rang our doorbell and showered us with gifts, flowers, champagne, good wishes. After living in our home for over 3 years, our neighbors finally understood our relationship and were able to express connection to us. Marriage for same-sex couples has resulted in a safer neighborhood community for my family. It moves our society to a place with less stigma and discrimination. Marriage for same-sex couples has everything to do with me thriving, with my family's ability to thrive, and our collective health and well-being. Not only as LGBT people, but the survival and thriving of our entire collective community. In closing, I wanted to father actually wrote to me through email, because that was easier for him. And he wrote, "By being married, it means a commitment. And I feel like Eric and Reggie are now a part of our family. I will try to be a better father, grandfather, and father-in-law than I was in the past." We must defeat Proposition 8 to ensure equality and acceptance and love of families in California.